Hello, fighters and fibers and thrivers! Welcome to the Cancer Show! Hey, Jeffrey! Nice to see you! Okay, so it is super fun Forget About It Friday, and we're gonna forget about it! We're gonna forget about cancer, we're forget about surgeries, chemo, treatments, procedures. We're gonna forget about all of it, and we're gonna have some fun! Alright? So, I don't know if you can tell by the song what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about roller coasters. Now, who loves roller coasters? I don't. Personally, I don't. I'm terrified. I don't like it, but I know that a lot of people do. So I decided to do a little research and find out where the best roller coasters were in America. All right. Now, this is a cool filter, right? Cool. This is how I feel if I'm on a roller coaster, but like really, really faster. But I'm going to take that off because it's probably going to be way too annoying. Let's see. Now I got to figure out how to take it off. Ha! I did it! Okay. So, roller coasters. I want you to think of yourself at an amusement park, okay? Totally healthy, thriving, living the dream. Okay, if you don't like roller coasters or theme parks, just think about something within the theme park that you may like watching your friends go on it, or maybe your children. I don't know. There's always a ride for somebody. For me, it's like I can do the little roller coasters at Disneyland. I can do Matterhorn. I can do Matterhorn, and I can do the one, the rickety one. Thunder Mountain, I think so. That's it. Those are the two. I can do also Splash Mountain because there's just the one fall, and I can like mentally prepare myself for that one. But I just don't like rides. I just don't like them. And for years and years and years, I would like get on the rides because that's what my friends were doing. And there was just one point I'm like, you know what, I'm done. I'm not going to do this anymore. And then my children, came and they wanted me to go on the rides with them. And I could do the little rides. Okay. I could do the little rides. But when they started getting more and more brave, I was like, oh my gosh, thank goodness. By the time they wanted to go on the really, really fast ones, they were okay with going by themselves, and then I could film them and take photos. So it was a win-win. I was at the LA County Fair, and I was on this, it was a children's ride. I was on with my son, and you lay down like this, like an airplane, and you fly like this, and I had to have them stop it. It was a kids ride. It was in the children's area. And I'm a grown woman. This is like 2-3 years ago. I made them stop because they're just going around and around and up and down. I was like, get me off this. Okay, but for people that love it, I mean, it's fun to watch people. And, they're so brave. But that's not the kind of brave that I'm going to embrace. And in 1974, I was very young, and we had Expo, the World's Fair in Spokane, Washington, and my mom is from Trail, BC, which is only like 3 hours from there in Canada. So we drove to Spokane, and we all went to the county fair as a family, and they had those swings, that would go round and round and round. And as they go round and round and round, they go higher and higher and higher. So I'm like, okay, I'll do that. I totally like freaked out. I wanted to get off of that ride. I'm just like, talk about muscle memory. As it was starting to go higher and higher, I was slipping down. I wanted to jump, so I'd be like hanging off the swing, and jump down. And my mother was hysterical. She was screaming, "Stop the ride! Stop the ride!" And my relatives, my family's Italian, so they heard them, and they stopped it and they brought it down. And I never went on that ride again. So That is my relationships with rides. I don't like the teacups because they go round and round, but you know, some people love it. And like I said, I like to go to the park. I like to watch people, but I'm definitely not going to go in on any of these roller coasters that I'm going to talk to you about. So if you love roller coasters and you love amusement parks, then this is the live for you. And I just want you to visualize yourself as we go through these roller coasters, being on them, and how that makes you feel in the thrill, and just see yourself, you know, whole, and see yourself as living your life with joy and amusement and adventure and excitement. Okay, because that vision is there. The vision is there for you to embrace as you go forward, because it's so easy to get stuck in our disease and forget that there is a life out there and it's waiting for us. And we're going to take it. We're going to step into it when we are finished. And sometimes that takes time. Sometimes it takes time to recover emotionally. I call it PTSD, cancer treatment. The cancer journey causes you PTSD many, many times. But it's a process, and we work through it. And at one point, you're just like stepping right back into your new life, which is your new improved life. All right. So let's get those visions going, and let's find out a little bit more about roller coasters. Okay. These are North America. There's roller coasters all over the world. Like in Korea, I don't know if I would go on I definitely don't. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they're built. They're supposed to be built really well, but I don't know. It's just that would be really big. If I'm going to go on a roller coaster, it's probably going to be in Canada or the U.S. But they are all over the world, and I'm sure they make great roller coasters, super safe all over the world. I'm just, precautious. Okay, so let's talk about Six Flags. Why am I talking about Six Flags? Because my daughter went a couple weeks ago to Six Flags Magic Mountain in Valencia, California. And you know what? It was packed. It was packed. There was a lineup way outside, like all around, like all the way to the back. And it is huge, huge. It's beautiful because you're driving on the freeway and then you look up and you see all these roller coasters. And it is a beautiful park. It's a lovely park. But I did not know that it had the most roller coasters in the world, 19 roller coasters. Let me find the history. No, that's not it. Okay, hang on one second. I'm going to tell you all about it, but magic. This is like kind of cool that I found some trivia. And let's see. Magic Mountain trivia. Okay. So, yeah, no, that's not it. Thank goodness I have history. Aha. The beginning. Okay, this might be it. Okay, Six Flags Magic Mountain, formerly known as Magic Mountain, is a 262-acre theme park located in Valencia, adjacent of the city of Santa Clarita, 35 miles northwest of downtown Los Angeles. It opened on May 29th, 1971 as a development of the Newhall Land and Farming Company and SeaWorld, Inc. In 1979, Six Flags purchased the park and added the name Six Flags to the park's name. With 19 roller coasters, Six Flags Magic Mountain holds the world record for the most roller coasters in an amusement park. In 2017, the park had estimated 3.3 million visitors, ranking it 16 in attendance in North America. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So originally, I believe that it was it was Magic Mountain, and they had like gnomes, and it like had like a different theme, and then that just, I don't know, it just like evolved into like this massive roller coaster theme park. So I'm going to go through all of the roller coasters with you, and it's pretty interesting. I'm going to tell you what each one of them do and how fun they are. Okay, that's in the beginning. Here we go. Okay. Where are the roller coasters? Here they are. Theme parked areas. So, Apocalypse, the ride, wooden roller coaster featuring steeply banked turns and twisting drops, known in the past as Terminator Salvation. Batman, the ride, I need to turn this way. A cloned inverted coaster that whips around steeply banked turns and 5 inversions. Oh, inversions. Canyon Blaster. Junior roller coaster. Okay, that's the one I could do. Full throttle. A launch roller coaster with 2 forward launches and 1 backwards launch. Full throttle has one of the world's tallest vertical loops at 160 feet and the first ever top hat construction on an inversion. Yeah, that does not sound fun. I mean, it could be fun, but it would be super, super scary. Okay, Gold Rusher. Riders dip, turn, and dive up and around the park's mountainous terrain. Gold Rusher is Six Flags Magic Mountain's first roller coaster, and that was in 1971. I guess they made that. Okay, I'm going to move this up a bit. Okay. Goliath. I've heard about Goliath. I think my daughter actually went on Goliath. So that's a really, really popular one with the teens. Riders brave and open. Yeah, this is why. An opening drop of 255 feet. 255 feet. Do you know how high that is? It's so high. Into a subterranean tunnel of multiple steep banking turns. Magic Flyer. That's in Bugs Bunny World. I think I could do this one. Train-themed junior roller coaster in Whistle Stop Park. Known in the past as Goliath Jr. How cute. Okay, ninja. There's always got to be a ninja. Swinging coaches suspended from an overhead steel track whip around steeply banked turns and curves in and out of the treetops. It even gives me anxiety talking about it. It doesn't really. But looking at it, when you're looking at it, you're like, wow. Yeah, I'm just like, you see these little kids, like as long as they reach the height requirement, I think they have to be like 12 and over, they can go. It's crazy. Okay, the new revolution. Riders careen through steep banking turns and spirals in and out of the treetops. Revolution has a full, you ready? 360-degree loop. 360-degree loop, which is the first modern vertical loop in the world. Go Valencia. Go. Valencia is a very small town. It's actually a very nice town, but, good for them. In 2016, the coaster received a major renovation, which included new trains, lap bars. New lap bars are very important. New paint job, new lighting, reduced foliage, and VR goggles were added to intensify the ride. They really needed it to be more intense. Oh my gosh. I'm going to try to find this for you, but Kevin Hart does this whole bit about going on this roller coaster, and the lap bar lap bar doesn't lock. And he's trying to get the guy's attention. And I don't know if it was in China or somewhere they weren't speaking English. He's like, my bar, the lap bar, the lap bar. And he's like, hi. He's like, oh, like this. And he's like, have fun. He's like, they're taking pictures. And Kevin Hart is freaking out because, he's so small. Anyways, it's a very, very funny little bit. I'm going to try to find that and I will post it below the live. So yeah, they need VR goggles to intensify the ride. Okay, the Riddler's Revenge. Upon opening, it was the tallest, fastest, longest stand-up coaster in the world. Riders traverse six inverted turns over the course of a 4,370 foot long track. That's a long track. Okay, Roadrunner Express. Back in Bugs Bunny World. Yes, Junior Roller Coaster. Yay! That's the one for me. That's where you guys will find me. Speedy Gonzales Hot Road Racers. Race car themed Zamperla Family Gravity Coaster with Helix. Okay, I could probably do that one too. Superman Escape from Krypton. 1997. First coaster to reach 100 miles an hour. Okay, how many of you have gone 100 miles an hour? 80 miles an hour in a car? Probably. You've probably done 80 miles an hour. And probably a lot of people have done 100 miles an hour. Have I done 100? I don't think I've been the one to go to 100 miles an hour, but I think I've been in a car that's gone to 100 miles an hour. And it's fast. That's a car. This is a roller coaster. Can you imagine how fast you're like, whew, that must be like, centrifugal force happening in that moment. Okay. So it says, first coaster to reach 100 miles per hour. Riders accelerate in reverse from 0 to 104 miles per hour. 0 to 104 miles per hour in 7 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7. That's not very long. And climb nearly 41 stories into the air. Known in the past as Superman the Escape. Okay, Tatsu. There are pictures of all of them, so I will also post these and you can check them out yourself. Okay, so upon opening, Tatsu was the tallest, fastest, and longest flying roller coaster in the world. Suspended beneath a steel track, riders experienced a total of 263 feet in elevation changes while harnessed in a prone position. Oh my gosh. It also features the world's largest pretzel loop. So they're like this. They're harnessed in like this. Tallest, fastest, and longest flying roller coaster. So they're up like this. They're prone and they're strapped in and you're suspended beneath a steel track. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. That is crazy. Okay. Twisted Colossus. Riders experience steep drops, banking curves, and 2 inversions on nearly. Hi, Tracy. Tracy, do you like amusement rides? Do you like roller coasters? Yes or no? Riders experience steep drops, banking curves, and 2 inversions on nearly 5,000 feet of track. Designed to pit 2 simultaneously operating trains in a race against each other. It is also the world's longest racing coaster. Okay, I didn't even know that roller coasters raced. Okay, this is new to me. Twisted Colossus. They're racing. So who wins and how do they do that? Like, do they start one person before another? Or one train, one track How do they do that? Do they like take turns? Maybe they take turns. Yeah, I wouldn't even I wouldn't care about who's winning. I'd just be like thinking about like how I want to get off. Okay, viper. There's usually always a viper. 188 feet tall with 7 inversions, reaching speeds up to 70 miles per hour. West Coast Racers. Quadruple launch racing coaster. This doesn't sound as scary as all the other ones, does it? Quadruple launch racing coaster. It looks scary, though. It really does. Okay, X2. Riders experience predetermined forward and reverse somersaulting maneuvers. Somersaulting forward, back. Maneuvers while harnessed in seats that pitch on a separate axis from the track. Known in the past as X. It's the world's first 4D coaster. 4D coaster. Because it's going everywhere. Not just 3D, it's 4D. So those are the 19 fastest, tallest, most flippy, most most back, most forward, biggest drop. Wow. Big, fastest racer. So we have Apocalypse, Batman, Canyon Blaster, Full Throttle, Gold Rusher, Goliath, Magic Flyer, Ninja, The New Revolution, The Riddler's Revenge, Roadrunner Express. Oh, Scream. Did I miss Scream? I think I missed that. Scream. Oh, floorless trains riding above the rails traverse 7 inversions on 3,000. You don't even have anything to push back on. It's just like hanging. Like you don't feel any comfort. Like you're not, there's nothing to hold you in. At least when you have the bar and you have the seat, you have somebody next to you, you're like, oh my gosh. So that one is Scream. That's right. I'd be screaming the whole time. Floorless trains riding above the rails traverse 7 inversions on 3,985 feet. Okay, Speedy Gonzales, Hot Rod Racers, Superman Escape from Krypton, Tatsu, Twisted Colossus, Viper, West Coast Racers, and X2. Okay, so hello and not anymore. Yeah. There's something about maturing that roller coasters do not seem that much fun anymore. But you know what? You feel alive when you're on a roller coaster, right? Like every part of your body is awake and at attention, and your blood's it's like a workout without working out. Your heart is pounding. You can feel your blood rushing through your body. You know, you can feel your ears. I feel the inside of my thighs. I feel that like I can't even explain what I feel, and it's like starts from like my calf, and I feel it on the inside of my thighs. It's so strange, but you can feel your fingernails and your toes and your hair on your head. You feel everything. So if you want to shock yourself into life again, this is a good way to do it. Of course, I wouldn't do it right after. I don't know. Maybe you're ready for it. Maybe you're just ready to step onto that roller coaster. Our lives are a roller coaster, right? The ups and downs. So I have to share this story before we go. Las Vegas, on the border of California and Las Vegas, there's a roller coaster there, and it's like, I thought it was like the fastest or the tall. It's a very popular roller coaster, and it's noted for something. Maybe it's not anymore, but this was, oh gosh, this is like 50. No, my daughter's oh my gosh, like 20 years ago. And so we're a whole group of us were coming back from Vegas. We're like, let's go on the roller coaster. I'm like, no, I don't want to. Yeah, you have to come. I'm like, okay. So it's like, it's in a casino. It's a part of a casino. I can't even remember the name of it, but it's horrible because it was like wooden, and I was with my husband at the time, and I was holding on his. I was holding his arm so tight that I left bruises. I left bruises in his, I was hyperventilating. My knees they were pushing back against the, the car seat, right? And I had to see a chiropractor after that ride. I was traumatized. When I got out of them, I couldn't even function. I was like, oh my gosh. It was jolty. It was like, and I was being bounced around. It was horrible. No comfort at all. And that was the last one, the real last big one. I don't think the Matterhorn is that scary. And also the Thunder Mountain one isn't that scary either. In Disneyland, I can do this, and I also know it. So I know that's how many times I've been to Disneyland. I know what's coming up, so it's not that big of a surprise. And Splash Mountain is easy too because it's just the one fall. You just have to endure the one fall. But cancer treatment is like a roller coaster. You're climbing up, and you're holding your breath, and you're just you're right here, and you got to get over that. You got to get over that mountain so you go down deep into treatment, and then boom, you come out. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and you go, wow, I did that. I made it. I got through that. I survived that. Victory. That's why I call us superheroes. That's a perfect way to, right? It's so true. We're superheroes. We get on that ride. And once you're on that ride, you have no other choice but to finish that ride. You got to finish it. I mean, you don't have to, but I don't know anybody that's okay, yeah, I got cancer. I'm just going to go on with my life. I mean, you're going to make a decision one way or another, but everybody I know steps up and goes, okay, let's fight. Let's beat the cancer. And it's kind of like slaying a roller coaster. The up and then the deep drop and the deep drop. How deep are you going? How many turns do you have? How white are your knuckles as you're terrified, waiting for your scans or going into surgery? Oh my gosh. And then stepping off that roller coaster when it's done. I always go, quote, done, because it's not really done. The last day is the process continues for at least, my friend who had stage two breast cancer, and she didn't even have chemo. And when I was diagnosed, I said to her, so how long is it going to take me to recover from this? And she's like, oh, a couple years. I'm like, a couple years? She said, yeah, it's emotional. It's an emotional healing. And your body as well, especially for colon cancer. Your colon is compromised. Your colon is beat up. So she is right. The first, when I was finished, it was spring. My body was not working, functioning, fully functioning probably for a year. I didn't have an In-N-Out burger, and In-N-Out burgers are very popular here, for 2 years. I couldn't eat it. I would have a huge problem. So, I mean, now I try not to eat any meat at all, because it just doesn't make me feel good, and, for other reasons, for the animal's sake. But, I have never gotten back to the way I used to eat, which was still healthy. But I was also eating things like cheese, which I do mostly vegan cheese because cheese hurts my stomach. I just can't eat fried foods you go and you order calamari. I stay away from everything like that. So it definitely... It took me a long time, and also the fear of it coming back and having to really face that, and stop those thoughts and just continue to reassure myself that I did the treatment, I did all of the work, I'm completely healthy, I'm getting my checkups every 3 months. 3 months, I'm good. Like I just had to continually tell myself that, because whenever I heard somebody relapse or it traveled, it would, your mind starts going crazy. I just call my doctor. Hi, can I come in for a blood test? Yes, I go in, I feel better. I have confirmation I felt better. And then it's just just what you went through. It's you don't go back into your life. It's not a normal life anymore. That life is gone. You are changed forever. There's no way you can go through cancer and not be changed in one way or another. I mean, some people are bitter and angry, and I understand, but I'm hoping that most of us see it as an opportunity to grow, to take what we've learned and, to apply that to our new life, I call it our new improved life, because we're so much more grateful and we understand pain and we understand compassion. We understand the importance of life and that we are mortal. That was one thing that was shocking to me. I was like, what do you mean I might die? What? I really never thought about that as an option, even though I know that it eventually will happen. But I was like, oh my gosh, this is serious. This is really serious. But here I am, and my life is amazing. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be here with you, and I'm so grateful. I'm so happy to serve, and I just love every moment, even the challenging ones. I'm like, okay, well, I'm good. I'm here. I'm healthy. We did it. I did it. We're superheroes now. When I meet somebody and they tell me they had cancer, I'm like, oh, you're a superhero. And even when you're going through it. Yes, reoccurrence is a huge fear, but we're going to talk. Tracy, when you're done, we're going to talk, we're going to keep in touch, and I'm going to keep reminding you to do the thought stopping, and to do your check-ins, and to remind yourself that you did, you support the thought with what you've done. Like, you did your chemo, you did your radiation, you did your surgeries, you're eating healthy, you're exercising, you're meditating, you're doing all of these things that support a continued lifestyle of health and wellness, not just in our body, but in our mind. We really, really have to focus on not allowing stress to come into our life. Because although it's not 100% proven, I do believe that stress is a factor. And some people say, well, I've had tons of stress and I didn't get cancer. Okay, that's true, but I do believe that there's a part of that can activate. I think that everybody has cancer in them. It just has to be activated. So just embrace the roller coaster of your calling. He's like, where are you, Mom? I'm like, I'm doing a roller coaster live, honey. I'm coming. He's at the skate park, little roller coaster. Embrace the roller coaster, which is not fun. And then when you're done, if you're ready, if you want to, just go on a roller coaster. Like jumpstart your heart and your feelings and your pores and your blood flow. I mean, if you like roller coasters, go for it. If not, maybe just watching them will make you feel, alive and vibrant and full of energy. It's exciting to watch it. It's exciting to watch it for me. All right, so I am very, very excited. Tomorrow's Superhero Saturday, and Jeffrey is going to be joining us. Are you still there? No, you. Oh, yes, you are. Jeffrey's going to be. Jeffrey's story is amazing. So I'm so excited to interview you, tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And by the way, Jeffrey, I posted it in all the groups, and you are getting a lot of love, a lot of love. And there was even a nurse who asked, did I treat you? I got to find that for you. And we'll see if it is the nurse that treated you, because wouldn't that be awesome? Okay, so daily mantra, please. I am healthy. I'm happy. I'm whole. I'm healthy. I'm happy. I'm whole. One more time. Say it like you mean it. Smile on your face. I am healthy. I am happy. I am whole. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you tomorrow. The thriving starts